Lindsay gives the game away. And I think that's funny because Lindsay is such a Southern, gender neutral, pure from the soil type of name. I know Lindsay I've ever known that I didn't fuck with, including Lohan. I love Lindsay Lohan. Like, even my Desert Island movie is going to have something from Lindsay Lohan. And she tried to steal a woman's baby clean out her arms. Like, she, as a white woman, tried to steal a colored woman's baby out of her arms on a live stream. But we're not talking about white women because they don't exist because of Black History Month. And we got to revel in that because that's what white women do. She tried to steal her baby clean out her arms, child. Anyway, I was thinking about Nick Cannon this morning. And I just think maybe we do a little bit too much behind Nick Cannon, unless there's something I don't know, because I have no context that any of these women are in somehow compromised positions. But, like, you know what I mean? Oh God, the haircut. It's Friday. Like, it's Kid Fury, Furious Thoughts teaser. We'll get to that. I have work to do. You ever see Ella Enchanted and Vivica A. Fox being the gorgeous diva that she is? Like, when I say my fairy godmother is Kid Fury, I just, the way in which I was introduced to him was through a deeply loving relationship. And that love from that relationship, I know is real because it manifested in this psychic connection that I have to Kid Fury. And I don't know how to say that without sounding crazy. So I'm just going to keep it moving to my topic at hand, which was Nick Cannon. Do Nick Cannon's baby mamas, like, is he plucking these people from poverty? Like, what is he doing? Is he just finding beautiful women to have sex with him? Are they pick-me's and he's picking them? Nick Cannon has all them kids, but all them women seem to want children. Is he tricking them, or is this just like bird behavior because that's how people move? Like, he keeps telling us his mama is biracial, so he got a white grandmother, and that's the spirit of what we see in Nick Cannon, which is fine because I think Nick Cannon, as far as we understand it, is like, he's pretty cool. Nobody's saying nothing crazy about him. He ain't doing nothing crazy. Like, the worst thing about him is he has a lot of kids. But he's not like forcing people to have kids with him. He's very handsome. I can imagine he's charming. He's wealthy. I don't know. Like, is that absurd that this many women would agree to have unprotected sex and is that crazy? And is he crazy for being like, I'll take care of the kids? Sure, I'm fine. I don't care. And the women are like, yeah, I'll be a single mom. I'll choose that. Remember Usher had that thing about herpes? I've been thinking about this Usher thing because I saw somebody a long time ago say we misinterpreted the thing. Usher gave that girl herpes, but because she was like dark skinned and fat, nobody believed it. And then the whole Usher book scandal happened. Like, I just remember Usher went through a really tough time. And I'm like, why am I sympathetic to motherfucking Usher? There's no world where Usher is not harmful because he was groomed by the industry. And the industry is a pedophile ring. I don't know. It doesn't seem like, that's not a conspiracy. I don't think that means anything other than, you know, like, we got to reassess who's representing our community. But there's not, like, you know what I mean? The songs are good. The dances are great. Shout out to Grand Crew. Black people, we've been trying. Our media, it's like my haircut, okay? Hold on. You know what? No. We're going to wear the haircut boldly. Anyways, I remember seeing that tweet, and I always reference that Olay video. And then when I saw that post about Usher and R. Kelly, meanwhile, the song is called Same Girl. And that was like, R. Kelly was giving us productions, okay? So that was a whole cinematic universe of, I'm in love with the same girl. I don't remember. I'm in love with a stripper. I look crooked, because I am crooked. It doesn't matter. Anyways, I saw that post. I was like, damn. It reminded me of that post about Usher and the herpes thing and the Olay video. And I just need everybody to constantly go watch that Olay video. Anyways, because, like, as somebody who was taught to look smacks at a very young age, a la Jeanette McCurdy or motherfucking JoJo Siwa, why was her hair, it's not white, it's not my business. Black History Month. This is the AI overview. I'm actually going to read more into this later, but I just wanted to see what it says on the AI overview, because that's what people look at. In 2019, first of all, 2019, that wasn't even that long ago. Usher settled a lawsuit with accuser Laura Helm, who alleged he infected her with herpes in 2017. Helm, who initially sued, I literally just had to walk somebody through a herpes diagnosis because they were in actual denial and they kept saying they couldn't read the results. And I'm like, well, that's what they say, but you probably should call your doctor. And she just refused to call her doctor. And I'm like, yeah, girl, that may get you herpes, and that's fine, but like, you gotta live with that. And that's a lot for people. Crooked. Anyways, Helm, who initially sued for $10 million and later $20 million, reached an amicable resolution for an undisclosed amount, leading to the case's dismissal with prejudice. Other similar lawsuits were also addressed. Previously identified as was primary accuser. Attorney Lisa Bloom represented 3 individuals. Okay, in 2017, Attorney Lisa Bloom represented 3 individuals, Quantasia Sharpton, another woman, and a man, who claimed Usher failed to warn them of an alleged herpes diagnosis. Usher's legal team denied the claims with defense arguments highlighting the risks of unprotected sex and aiming to dismiss the lawsuits. That doesn't say anything. Following the settlement with Helm, Usher's team hoped to end litigation with the term opportunistic. So, if we think Rock Nation as an entity isn't responsible for this, but it's like, it's the club. They're trying to protect each other because they went through the same things. Like, it's not a big conspiracy. They're just friends. And they're not even friends. They just are They just are in business together. It's a club. It's literally a club. It's like a fraternity. It's like a social club. It's like, in the corporate world where they have those resource groups. What the fuck do they call them? Like the black blank blank blank, or the Pacific South Asian blank blank blank, where we have racialized segments of things because they actively exclude us. Like, we have to go create our own shit because they actively exclude us. Yeah, like, that's what I assume. That's when I say Rock Nation is behind all this, and Rock Nation. I think it's funny to be like Illuminati, Rico Nation. They trying to kill Nicki Minaj. I think it's funny to talk about it in those terms, but like, I'm an adult, so I have like a much clearer understanding of what's going on, because once again, all these people were groomed by the same industry that essentially groomed us all. It's the whole thing. Anyways, so it sounds like Usher has a diagnosis that he's not disclosing and is having unprotected sex with people, and there's no world where I believe that's untrue, because frantically waves arms around saying, look at everything. I don't know. That was boring. First of all, the AI overview was really fun, actually. I'm getting replaced by AI. Like, I'm a human who talks to humans all day, every day. And they're trying to, like, replace the services that I provide with AI services, which are pretty effective tools. I'm not going to hold you. Like, if you're trying to cut corners and you need to save money, or if you're trying to launch something and you simply cannot afford a human, you can get an AI. In April 2021, that was 2021? A viral internet story alleged that singer Usher tipped dancers at Las Vegas strip club with personalized fake money featuring his face known as Usher Bucks. The club confirmed he actually tipped generously with real money, and the Usher Bucks were promotional souvenirs for his upcoming residency left behind as a joke. Oh yeah, I knew that happened. Okay, well, everybody sucks. Jill Scott has an album, and everybody's revisiting the man-centered thing. I don't know, the whole world is man-centered. That's just how we're oriented, because they're in charge. Discourse, that's why I like witchy shit, because it's like, this is driving me crazy. Didn't help. The problem with my hair is it's fine. Like, it's extremely fine. But if I describe it as like Asian, like Chinese hair, it sounds like self-hating, because obviously this is African hair. But I don't know how. But that's the diversity and complexity of African hair, or not even complexity. We're just the dynamic nature of it. In that it's just very, very fine. And when I straighten it, it's like I have no volume, but it's very thick when it's, and then it's very coily, so it's very dense, and it's all these things, but at the end of the day, it's low-key, it's not even thin. Like, that's the thing, it's not thin, it's just fine. And the best way I could liken it to is like a little Chinese lady hair, but I don't have Chinese people hair, but my hair has qualities of every type of hair. I don't know, it's just, here's the thing about American English. It is the language of the slow kids. And I'm getting told that I'm gonna have to readjust the way that I describe the slow kids, and that would require academic education. And so I'm going to figure that out. But I just want to leave you with the language that I know primarily, the primary language across the globe, in which there are people all over the world who are like, you're so lucky that you know English. And I'm like, really? And I hear them when they talk about privileges. I'm like, yeah, like, I can't say it aloud on the internet, because then I'd be blowing up people's spot. But like, there are privileges, and in the queer black film Shell, and in the queer black film Sisterhood, if I'm biting my tongue, there's just certain things we don't disclose. But we have Rock Nation, is my point. We don't have Rock Nation. I'm not a part of that. Hold on. I'm not a part of that. I don't want no parts of that, because again, Rock Nation is like a pedophile ring, but it's just a branch of the bigger thing, which is like the United States of America as a global construct is a pedophile ring. They traffic humans. But like the thing that holds them together, like, we want to know what their club is, and that's what we've been curious about, because it's obviously they have a club that we're not a part of. That's the George Carlin bit. Yeah, it's like a pedophile. Like, that's the thing. Like, the big blackmail, the big secret, the compromising information that nobody wants anybody to know. Yeah, baby, they pedophiles, but that's not a secret. They everywhere. The reason why 9/11 was my sexual awakening, and then we have to go. At the beginning of September, the social studies teacher, the social studies teacher, her husband started working at school, and this is an old man who will always be weird to me. I'm an adult. That man was a pedophile. Then 9/11 happened. And then he was weird to me in a way that made me aware of my body in a way that I wasn't before, is my point. And then 9/11 happened. And then the school got a random bunch of I don't know what kind of kids. These were humans I ain't never seen before. Because we had a diversity of blackness in my town, and it was a large amount of diversity, including white people. But whatever the fuck this was, it was like a milkshake. It was like, if America is a melting pot, this is the result. Whatever's simmering in that pot and everything melting together, it's whatever this human specimen it is. And it was, I don't even know, they were vaguely Middle Eastern is the best way I could describe it now, because I don't know. Given the context of 9/11, who the fuck knows where they were from, because they just went over there and started bombing places. And then in our child minds and in your propagandized adult minds, you're like, yeah, Turkey's a desert because of the Camel cigarettes, and the Middle East is also a desert because they're Arab. There's just no context that it's just a bunch of countries not that far away. I'm a child, but easily propaganda as adults. These children were refugees, is what I now know as an adult. But as a child, I'm in 6th grade. There's just new kids at the school. They kind of explain it, but not really. And it's not a big deal. Like each class maybe got 1 to 2 new students. So it didn't feel like a lot, but it's a new semester. So it's new kids. So we're obviously like, where y'all come from? But I hadn't gone to public school before this point either. So the international students and me, a weird religious kid, is kind of where I was like, oh, the boys, they're real cute. They're really cute. And I like that they're here. And I don't know, like I was like, okay, so boys, I'm into that. Cool. I didn't realize at the time, like the way that grown man interfered with what is a pure, innocent, regular human interaction. That's how, again, the academic, the banality of like sexual abuse and assault that we just kind of experience casually every day. It's like, yeah, it's why kids are smashing their faces I keep smashing their faces with hammers. Like it's a sentence so absurd. I can never get it right out. They're just like smashing themselves in the face with hammers because they just believe that looks are the most important thing. But what is that hyper obsession with the skin? Because the skin is an organ, and then we go into the cycle of soma. All right, and that's my time. This is a fun little project that I'm doing, and I'm now way more invested in it than I was before. In that, this is the magic that I was trying to find in Black History Month, where I'm just showing up because it's important to show up. But more than just showing up, you have to commit. What's the phrase? Don't introduce a vibe you can't maintain. Every day except for Wednesday.